Hey, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report, sponsored by 5 Paisa. And today morning, the Asian cues were not really very good. We can say mixed Asian cues. Japan was down, South Korea was down, Taiwan particularly was greatly down, and Hong Kong was slightly higher. And China, some manufacturing data came. It was not up to the expectation. It was lower than expected. And European and US futures were down. So, but despite that, the Indian markets started firmly in green. And then from the moment started, the market is only one way move on the higher side. And probably domestic institutions have been very, very active since morning. And that, along with the short covering by the short sellers, have triggered such a huge rally. And I always say, as and when the FII long position in index futures, if it is below 50, within next 2 to 3 weeks, there will be some kind of a rally, at least 300, 400 points. And if you can remember, on Wednesday night and Thursday night also, in SGX Nifty low was below 14,500. And from there, it is nearly 500 point up today. And forget about the Nifty. Look at the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has been hugely underperforming for the last few weeks. But today, this non-stop rally, when was the last time we have seen the top 5 gainers from banking pack? Today, out of the Nifty 50 stocks, the top 5 gainers all are from banks. IndusInd Bank is up close to 8%. State Bank of India is up 5-6%. In fact, today morning I mentioned that looking at the open interest, there was more calls were written than the puts. And FIIs hold more short position than long positions. So I said sometimes in this kind of market, if the markets move higher a little bit, then short covering will move the market even higher. And that is what exactly happened today. And not only that, the India VIX has fallen significantly. Once again, it has broken 20 decisively. I think it closed around 19.6, down by more than 3%. And except Pharma stocks and all other indices are higher. And Cipla and L&T, which came out with results on Friday, I think both the results were not good. I think those stocks were down. And bank index is up more than 4%. It was a short covering in all the banks. And only last Friday, there was a huge calls were written. But today, things opposite. And huge puts are written. 14,700 and 14,800 put options have been written very, very aggressively. So what is surprising, this kind of rally, short covering rally, happened against the global trend. Afternoon, I was checking European markets, they are down. US futures are down. And many Asian markets are down. But despite that, so this rally was very, very huge. As I always tell, we are traders, we are short-term traders. We don't worry about the long-term trends. So in the short term, yesterday, I have seen FIIs were long only 40% index futures. They were short 60%. And people always ask me, sir, why this should happen? It's very, very simple. If 60% of the people are short, if the market falls maybe 100, 200 points, those majority people will be tempted to book the profit. So that will cushion the market from falling drastically. At the same time, for one or the other reason, market shoots up, then majority of the people who are short, they'll be having a huge loss. So they want to exit the position by putting a stop loss. So when they exit, so they scramble to buy, so the market goes up. Same thing will work opposite. You must have seen sometime FIIs are having 80% long position, and uniformly the market will fall within few weeks to 300 to 400 point. Why? Because if the market goes higher under 200 point, then this majority of people will be having a huge profit. They will like to book the profit. For one or the other reason, if the market falls, these people will be having huge loss and they want to cut the loss. So that is a very important indicator which I've been following it for many years. That has been working very well. So the overnight whole thing has changed. And in fact, people were very much afraid of taking position on Friday by expecting some kind of a big fall on Monday. And in fact, for last 2-3 months, that is what has happened many times. But this time it seems that the news from Corona is also seems to be good. I think the number of cases from more than 4 lakh last week, now it has come below 3 lakh. And of course, this is a government figure. I don't know how many of you believe the government figure, but the ground reality doesn't look that much optimistic. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching.